Welcome everyone to another video today. My name is Nicholas or Nick Greer. It doesn't matter to me, so let's get into it. And today I will be talking about 5 forgotten non-Marvel and DC characters part 2. So let's just get into it. Starting off at number 5, we have Synergy. Cynthia Warner is the daughter of the superhero called Captain Dynamo and his arch rival named Chrysalis, in which the two became a romantic couple. Kept hidden from the world, she was trained by her parents and exposed to the same radiation that gave her father his superhuman abilities. Unlike her siblings, Cynthia used her powers for villainy due to the fact that she believes that she should have been the only one continuing her father's heroic legacy. Beefing with the Dynamo 5, which are her siblings, she planned on killing her father's ex-wife, but this was unsuccessful. She also dated a guy named Michael, who also wanted to get rid of her siblings. After her mind was wiped by one of her siblings, she was shot in the head by an unnamed man disguising as a priest. Regaining her memories, she planned on getting revenge on the Dynamo 5 by stripping away their superpowers. Of course, this was unsuccessful, and she's last seen fleeing away after finding out her boyfriend had no romantic interest in her or had any interest in rescuing her mother, who was imprisoned. Moving on to number 4, we have Lady Rawhide. Anita Santiago has a strong hatred for the caped vigilante called Zorro and wanted to get justice for her brother after he was shot in the face by a guy named Captain Monasterio, who he believes was Zorro. Eventually, her hatred towards Zorro began to decrease after meeting him and also started to fall in love with him. After spending a lot of time adventuring with Zorro, she became a heroic figure in her area. She managed to take down a serial killer and stop the mob from attacking a civilian who was falsely accused of molesting kids. Later on, Anita had a 1v1 encounter with the Scarlet Fever, a female pirate. Unfortunately, Anita was nearly killed after she was slashed in the chest by Scarlet. Luckily, she was nursed back to health by a vampire named Carmelita. She's last seen having a rematch with Scarlet, where her solo series was cancelled. Moving on to number 3, we have Captain Paragon. In the 19th century, Charlie Starrett worked at a ranch and was secretly a heroic masked vigilante called the Latigo Kid. He would gain superhuman abilities from a secretive organization called the Paragon Foundation. In the 20th century, becoming the superhero called Captain Paragon. Taking down evildoers, he was seemingly killed by his arch nemesis named the Black Shroud in the 50s. However, an alien named Proxima, not to be confused with Proxima Midnight in the Marvel Universe, and her alien crew revived him back. He was brought back only to be used as a weapon to use against Proxima's enemies. Flying out the situation, he returns to Earth with no memory of his past. Trying to regain his memories, he ended up becoming a founding member of the superhero team called the Sentinels of Justice, which disbanded afterwards. He would join another team called the New Sentinels of Justice. Moving on to number 2, we have Cabala. Cabala and her husband received an invitation to a wedding between the queen and the general. Before the wedding could start, it was attacked by a crimson demonic vampire named Purgatory, with an I at the end. After attacking the guest, she leaves after seeing her ex-girlfriend who's about to be married to a man. As Cabala and her husband escaped, it was revealed that she was bitten by Purgatory. Craving for blood, she managed to stop herself from feasting on her husband. Years later, Cabala gave birth to her daughter, who was unfortunately affected by vampirism. Things would worsen when her husband was executed for feeding her calf's blood. Kicked out her home, she returned, killing everyone for her husband's death. She would then join up with Jade, who was also bitten by Purgatory 4,000 years later. When the ally of Purgatory named Wrath arrived, he fed her his blood, giving her a power boost. Nearly killing Cabala, she was left alive until sunrise, where she met her fate. Finally, at number 1, we have Celestine. Respected as one of the most deadliest angels, she was sent to stop humans from doing interdimensional research in hell. When a doctor named Sally McAllister opened a portal to hell, Celestine believed that Spawn's arch nemesis Violator was powering up the portal. Sally kidnapped Violator in order to do this. However, Violator tricks Celestine and brutally rips her heart out. Dying, Celestine transported the whole facility where the portal took place to hell. During her time in the afterlife, she finds out that any angel that kills is sent to hell. Brought back to life, she gained more powerful after being empowered by the power source called the Elemental Fire. Battling Glory, a Wonder Woman-inspired character, and Angela, an ally of Spawn and also a Marvel character now, it's revealed that Celestine is being controlled by the demon Malbolgia, who has her soul. When Malbolgia was punished by Satan, or Lucifer, Celestine reclaimed her soul and she's last seen from there.